Hi everyone, and welcome to our Pregnancy Yoga, and thank you for joining me. I'm really excited to be doing these block of classes with you. So every week I'll be sending out handouts. Every week will be different, and we're going to focus on so much. We've got lots to get through, but we'll be focusing on meditation techniques, breathing techniques, visualization techniques, along with movements, breath and mantras to help you through each stage of labour. All the postures are beneficial for you and your baby, and especially helping to align the womb and to help baby into optimal birthing position, which therefore allows for an easier and smoother birth. And as always, really important that you listen to your body. So now's the time to slow down. Now's the time to really listen to your body and do what's right for you. So this week's handouts are pregnancy yoga benefits. And there's a long list. So I won't list them all here right now, but I will send them to you. But they cover everything from helping you to deal with stress better, helping with your immune system, so boosting the immune system, helping to align the womb, helps with circulation, and also helps with a lot of pregnancy symptoms, so sickness, digestive discomfort, strengthening the whole of your body. So it's going to help to allow not only to help support your baby, but also in the recovery after your baby's born as well. So your recovery will be a lot quicker. And breathing, so the benefits of breathing as well, which we're going to focus a lot on the breath throughout our few weeks here. So I'll make sure I send that to you, along with some tips on eating healthy as well. So really important that you're looking after your body and eating all the right things. Also, the final handout this week will be pregnancy symptoms, and such as morning sickness, digestive upsets and things like that, and natural ways to help soothe them. So for example, morning sickness, you can eat small amounts but really regular. Lots of water, chamomile, peppermint teas, things like that. But everything's in there for you, so I shall make sure I send those to you. So we're going to start. So just make sure that you dedicate this next hour just for you and your baby. So let go of any distractions that you may have, and just try to be as present as you possibly can. If you want to play some music on, then do. Make sure you set your sacred space. So I always make sure I have a sacred space. You can light a candle or whatever you need to do, an incense or something. And we shall begin. So we're going to start in seated. If anybody's suffering from pelvic pain, then it's really important that throughout the practice that the knees are together. So keep the legs as close together as possible. So you can either sit to the side, or you can sit on your heels like this. But just be mindful that you're comfortable, because these first few moments, we want to be as comfortable as we possibly can as we start to check in with how we're feeling physically and emotionally. So just take a few moments to get comfortable here before we begin. And we're going to start by resting our hands on our tummy and just taking a few moments here to just gently close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, just start to scan your body, your physical body, and just be aware if you're holding on to any aches or pains or any areas of discomfort that you feel. And just try to relax those spaces, as you've no longer any need to hold on to that tension anymore. Just let it go. And take a few moments just to clear your mind of any distractions And just be as present in the here and the now as we possibly can be. Allow this time just for you and your baby. Allow this time to slow down and to breathe. And as we bring awareness to the space between the eyes, just allow this area to soften. Allow the temples to relax. And just allow yourself to let go of any worries, any fears that you may have. Just allow them to be dismissed. They serve no purpose by remaining in your mind. Just allow them to be let go. And take a few moments to relax the jaw. Allow your shoulders to soften. Allow the chin to drop down towards your chest. And just start to lengthen through your spine. And I'm going to start to focus on the breath here. I'm just going to just be aware of the breath. And just noticing the gentle rise and the fall of the tummy with every breath that you take. And just notice if you already are starting to feel calmer, more connected to your baby. Take a few moments just to connect with your baby. I'm going to take a deep breath in through the nose. A big sigh out through the mouth. Breathing in through the nose. A big sigh out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. And big sigh out through the mouth. And this is beautiful for sending all that oxygen and nutrients all the way down to your baby. I'm going to gently bring the hands up to rest on the solar plexus. Allow the fingertips to connect here. So just resting on the rib cage. Just think about starting to create space for your baby. I'm going to take 3 deep breaths here together. So inhaling through the nose, and as you do, just feel the hands, the fingers start to separate as you breathe in. And big breath out through the mouth, allowing the fingertips to come back together. And again, deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. One more time, deep breath in. And breathing out. And bringing the hands to the heart. Just letting your hands rest on your heart for a moment. And just notice what the heart's holding on to. Notice how you're feeling today. And however you are feeling is okay. It's okay to feel tired. It's okay to feel anxious. However you are feeling is okay. And as we soften through the heart, we'll take 3 deep breaths here together, breathing into the heart space. Inhaling through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. And again, deep breath in. And exhale. Last time together, breathing in through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. And I'm going to allow our left hand to remain on our heart. And just allow your right hand to rest on your tummy. And as we do this, just take a few moments to continue to breathe slowly and gently, but this time in through the nose and gently back out through the nose. So we're breathing in, feeling the tummy and the heart rise together as we inhale. And then as we exhale through the nose, the tummy and the heart soften. So breathing in through the nose. And gently breathing back out through the nose. And just start to be aware of your breath. Stay conscious of the breath. Start to find a rhythm. And with every in-breath, every out-breath, sending fresh oxygen and nutrients down to your baby. You're breathing for your baby. And the breath is a good indicator of our state of mind. So you learn to control the breath, and this will help during the birth of your baby, helping you to stay anchored, strong and present. And as you continue to breathe slowly and gently, you may wish to gently say or hear these words in your mind. I am present. I am right where I need to be. I allow this time. I deserve this time to slow down, to breathe, and to connect with my baby. As you feel that beautiful connection with your baby, just start to gently, with your right hand, just massaging your tummy, which helps to awaken the womb, leading to more creativity, love, passion, and clarity. And our heart and our womb are connected. And the seat of our deepest intuition lies within the womb. And just focus on creating balance and harmony here, which will then flow to other parts of our being naturally. And when you are ready, we're just going to start to bring our hands together. And we're going to rub the hands. You can open the eyes here if you wish. As we rub the hands, it helps to create warmth and energy within the hands. It activates the heart. And we're going to set ourselves an intention for our practice here today. So I want you to take a moment to think about what's important for you, what you wish to achieve from your practice here today. And it could be just to be present, just to connect with your baby, just to slow down. So whatever is important to you. And then we're going to open the hands and gently rest them in front of the face, closing the eyes and just resting fingertips, space between the eyes. And this activates our intuition, our motherly intuition. And we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and big breath out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in and breathing out. And we're going to go straight into our opening breath and breathing out. So just creating that flow, matching your movements with the breath. This is beautiful for invoking energy into the body. Opens up the heart center and it encourages us to breathe deeper. And we're going to do this 2 more times together. And it also helps with any swelling within the hands, which is common in pregnancy. One more time, big breath in and breathing out, hands to the heart. From here, we're just going to rest our hands out behind. I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see. And you can either rest your fingertips down, or you can come onto your fists if you're looking after your wrists, or you can come onto just the palms of the hand. So either here or here, whatever feels right for you. I'm just going to take a moment to lift up through the heart, creating a gentle back bend. You can keep the gaze forward, or you can let the head drop out behind. We're just going to take 3 deep breaths here. This is wonderful for bringing energy into the body. So if you're feeling fatigued and tired, it just brings in energy, opens the heart center, and it helps to create space for your baby. We're going to take another breath in and breathing out. Coming back to center, and we're going to bring the soles of the feet together and coming into what we call butterfly. So the hands rest on the ankles, the elbows rest on the inner knees. Take an in-breath, and as you breathe out, gently lower the chest, but still creating space for your baby. So every posture we do, we want to think about making space for your baby. And then we're going to tuck the chin in towards the chest. Close the eyes if it feels okay. And we're going to take 3 to 5 deep breaths here. And this beautiful posture helps to balance our emotions. Any back pain is released, calms the mind, and with regular practice helps to ease any pain related to childbirth. I'm going to take one more deep breath. And breathing out, release. Coming back to center. From here, we're going to go into side stretch. So right hand down on the floor, left arm reaches over. Just take 2 to 3 deep breaths here. So again, we're just creating space for baby to grow. Take another breath in, and as you breathe out, come back to center, and then straight over the other side. Lengthen here. Breathing deep, and remember, with every breath you take, you're sending the breath all the way down to your tummy. So we're not just chest breathing, we want to open up the breath all the way down to the tummy. Breathing in and breathing out, coming back to center. From here, we're going to go into our cross-leg circles. So just rest the hands on the knees, and then we're just going to start to rotate. And we're going to tuck the chin in. And this is beautiful for massaging all the internal organs. Useful for any digestive discomfort. And it helps to lubricate the hips and the pelvis. So releasing any discomfort within the hips and the pelvis. Moving with awareness of the breath, breathing in and breathing out, back the other way. Breathing in and breathing out. And then slowly coming back to center. From here, we're going to go into what we call our spinal release. So as I was saying, just think about making space for your baby. So taking the feet as wide as they need to go to create that space for your baby. The feet are down and the hands rest on the shins. And I'm just going to turn to the side so you can see. So we're going to round the spine, tuck the chin in, and then slowly lift up and lengthen through the spine. So again, taking the knees as wide as they need to go to make space for baby. So we inhale as we lift, exhale as we round the spine. Breathing in and breathing out. And this is wonderful for the spine. So if you're feeling that lower back pain, this is beautiful to use during pregnancy. All the postures we do are also useful during labour as well. But we go through that week by week. One more time, breathing in and breathing out. Coming back to your centre. So from here, we're going to come onto all fours. So if you're looking after your body today, just be mindful if you need to place a cushion or blanket under the knees. So really support the knees. Your body's changing a lot. So really look after your joints. Really important, particularly the knees. So be mindful if you need to use a cushion, use a cushion. So we're going to take the knees so that they're a little bit wider than the hips again. And as baby grows, be mindful to take the knees wider each time. Unless, of course, you've got the pelvic pain. And if you've got the pelvic pain, just be mindful to keep the knees closer together. We're coming into what we call our cat-cow. And as the weeks go on, so particularly during your last trimester, we do a lot to work on getting baby into optimal birthing position. And your cat-cow is wonderful to use in those last stages, because it helps baby to turn into optimal birthing position. But we go through optimal birthing position, I think it's week 3. So when you're ready, we're going to round the spine, put tailbone under, and then slowly releasing the cow. So it's a gentle back bend. So lifting here, tucking tailbone under, and then slowly into cow. And again, we're lubricating the spine, the hips, the pelvis. And if baby's back to back, it encourages baby to turn. We're going to do this 2 more times. Moving with the breath. Last time together, breathing in and breathing out. Coming into neutral spine. So a nice straight spine. We're going to take our right leg out behind, keeping the leg in line with the hip. So the leg doesn't need to be any higher, just in line with the hip. And you can either stay here for today, and depending how you're feeling, if you're looking after your body, just stay here. Otherwise, you can release your left arm forward, coming into spinal balance. And spinal balance helps to improve our memory, our focus. It strengthens the core. So it's really important to keep our core nice and strong because that supports your baby, keeps the spine nice and strong as well, and it helps to align the womb. And then we're going to release and take it over the other side. Left leg reaches out behind. Again, staying here if you wish, or reaching right arm forwards. Spinal balance. So just finding, again, the rhythm of your breath, because the breath will help anchor you into the present. It will help with your balance. It will give you strength. And then slowly release. We're going to take the right foot out behind, but this time just let the toes rest down on the floor. We're going to place the left hand in the centre, and then we're going to turn to the side, and we're going to ground that back heel into our mat, and then open our right arm up to the sky. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, take that arm over the head. So beautiful kneeling half moon. And this is beautiful for the uterus, as it allows the ligaments within the uterus to rest on each side. Also brings nourishment to the placenta. You can stay here, or you can lift that right leg, bring it in line with your hip. Again, if you're feeling a little bit out of balance today, just keep the foot down. You can stay here, or you can reach back slowly with the right hand, flexing your right knee to take hold of foot or ankle, coming into your kneeling Lord of the Dance. But if it doesn't feel right for you, then stay as you are. And this is beautiful for opening the hips. Breathing deep here. And on your next breath out, slowly release. Coming back to center. Inhale, cat. Exhale into cow. Coming back into neutral spine, and we're going to repeat on the other side. So left toes rest out behind. Right hand goes in the center. We turn the lower right leg out to the side and extend your left arm up to the sky. Just take a moment here just to find your balance. I'm going to still turn to the side so you can see. And then we're going to take that arm over the head. And this is wonderful for creating space for your baby to grow. Strengthens the heart. And feel free to stay here, or if you wish, lift that left leg, keeping it in line with your hip. Finding one point to focus on. Take another breath in. As you breathe out, if it feels okay, slowly reaching back into the kneeling Lord of the Dance. And then when you're ready to release, slowly coming back onto all fours, coming into cat-cow. Inhale, cat. Exhale, cow. Coming back into neutral spine. Bringing the hands to the heart. We're going to bring our left foot forwards. And then when you're ready, sweeping arms up to the sky, coming down into what we call our crescent moon. So the weight's in the left foot. And we're bringing the weight from here all the way down to here. So you feel that lovely stretch in the hip flexor. And taking that left knees over that left ankle. Just take 3 to 5 deep breaths here. Try to relax the shoulders. And again, just awareness on the breath here. So sending the breath all the way down to your baby. Imagining the tummy rising and falling with every breath. Staying here, or let your right hand rest on the back of the right thigh. With a bit of a deeper back bend if it feels okay. Otherwise, stay as you are. And this is beautiful for cleansing the kidneys and the liver and the spleen. Opens the heart, gives us inner strength. And then on your next out breath, release. Coming back to center, and then we'll take it over to the other side. So your right foot comes forward. Take an in breath, and as you breathe out, sweeping arms up to the sky. Coming into that crescent moon. Taking 3 to 5 deep breaths here. And you can either stay here, or again, if you wish, let your left hand rest on the back of the left thigh. Gently taking that right arm out behind. Provided you're feeling a positive stretch, so just keep checking in with the body. Everything should be positive. A positive stretch, no pain. So you know your body best. Do what's right for you. If it's too intense, just come back to here. And just keep the quality of the breath really strong. And this posture is beautiful for energizing the whole of the body. Helps prevent tearing as well during labour. And it helps in the recovery after the birth of your baby. And one more deep breath in. As you breathe out, slowly release. Coming back onto our knees, hands down. Coming back onto all fours. So from here, we're just going to go into our pelvic rocks. So knees wider than the hips. And this one's useful during labour, during the first stage of labour. But again, we go through this over the week, so I don't want to overwhelm you too much on week one. So we take the hips back down onto the heels. And then we bring the hips back down and we lower them. And then we take them back again, lengthen through the spine. And again, awareness is on the breath. So inhale and exhale. Breathing in all the way down to your baby. Breathing out, coming back. And this creates space for your baby to grow. And releases stress or tension in the hips, lubricates the pelvis. And during the birth of your baby, if you're hoping for a natural birth, it helps your baby work down the birth canal. So you and your baby are a team and you work together during the birth. One more time. And then just hold it here, just resting in your child's pose. Beautiful stretch in the hip flexors. And just try to lengthen through the spine. Just give yourself permission to rest here for a moment. Taking a deep cleansing breath in through the nose. And big sigh out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. And big sigh out through the mouth. And this posture soothes the nervous system, so it has a very calming effect upon your mind and your body. And between contractions, this would be the posture that we would come to rest and to regain our strength and our energy. And when you're ready, we're going to come back onto all fours. We're going to go into down dog just for a few breaths. But again, if it doesn't feel right for you, stay in this position, stay in child's pose. Otherwise, if you were to go into your down dog, so we would tuck toes under, take an in breath, and then as you breathe out, gently push back into down dog. And if it doesn't feel right, just adjust as you need to. But the main thing is the knees are soft a little bit, and we lift up through the hips and create that lovely lengthened spine. And we let the head drop down and relax. And this is therapeutic for depression, anxiety, and it just takes the weight off the pelvic floor, which is really beneficial for you, especially in the latter stages of pregnancy. Has a calming effect upon the brain. So we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose and big sigh out through the mouth. And when you are ready, you're going to come up into standing. So slowly, in your own time, you start to either walk the feet up towards the fingers or the fingers up towards the toes, but keep the knees bent. Take the feet wider than the hips. So again, we're creating space for baby. Keep the back nice and flat. And when you're ready, hands to the heart, coming all the way up into standing. Feet together. Coming into our mountain pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. So we're going to go into warrior one. We're going to take our right foot out behind and our left foot comes forward. And we're going to ground that back heel into our mat. So we're just going to adjust the camera so you can see a little bit better here. So we press into the back heel and we sink the hips down low, but the hips and the shoulders are squared to face the front. And just checking that that front knee is over the ankle here. Keep pressing into that back heel. You can keep your hands at your heart or you can draw the arms up to the sky. And just remembering that you can control the intensity. So if it's too intense, if you're looking after your body, experiencing any pelvic pain, then shorten the stance. We're just coming to here. Don't take it so low. Otherwise, take it a little bit deeper if it feels okay. And this posture strengthens the core, strengthens the back, and again, helps to stretch the hip flexors here. So it helps for an easier labour, easier birth, quicker recovery. And if we take our arms up to the sky, just open up through the heart. Strengthens the heart and the lungs. And just breathe here. One more time, deep breath in. And then as you breathe out, release into warrior two. Opening the left palm up to the sky, connecting your left forefinger and thumb together. And take 3 deep breaths here in your warrior two, which is very empowering, very strengthening for the whole of your body. And take another breath in. And as you breathe out, we're going to straighten the front leg. So this time both legs are straight. Left toes are pointing forward, right toes are pointing out slightly. Open the arms up, take an in-breath. And as you breathe out, imagine lifting over your left hip and dropping your left hand down, either onto your shin, your ankle, or the floor. And we open this right arm up to the sky. And if you feel that it's a little bit too intense, bend that left knee a little bit. And then just take 3 to 5 deep breaths in your triangle. Focusing on the quality of the breath. And it is beautiful for creating space for your baby to grow. Therapeutic for anxiety. And it just helps to bring more nourishment to the placenta. Improve circulation. And it helps to ground us. So therefore reducing anxiety and depression. And when you're ready, slowly release, bending that left knee, drawing the strength into the legs, hands to the heart, toes in, heels out. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, slowly forward fold. And as you just come to the end of the breath, come to the end of the pose. So just resting fingertips down on the floor. If fingertips don't quite reach, you can bend the knees a little bit. You can use a block or a pillow in front just to rest the hands. But just keep pressing into the outer heels, keep lengthening through the spine. And if it feels okay, you can always go a little bit deeper. And as you take a few breaths in this pose, just scan your body, just relax your shoulders. And this is beautiful for your back, so any back pain is released in this pose. There's a very calming effect upon the brain. And then we're going to slowly release by placing your left hand in the center. And then open your right arm up to the sky. Breathing in, breathing out back to center. And just start to match the movements with the breath here. We're just making it flow. Inhale and exhale. And this is wonderful for allowing your baby to move into that optimal birthing position. So that last trimester, if you're hoping for a natural birth, it really helps baby to move into that position. If you're experiencing back pain and baby's back to back, this helps baby to turn. And then coming back to center, just walk the feet up a little bit if you wish. You can bend the knees here and then bring the hands back to the heart, coming all the way back up into mountain. Taking it over the other side. So this time, right toes point forward, pressing into your left back heel, squaring the hips and the shoulders, coming into warrior one. So any level of warrior one. If it's too intense, then come back a little bit. Shorten that stance just to here. You can rest your hands on your heart, or you can open the arms up to the sky. Just breathe here. Breathing all the way down to your baby. So again, we want to work on not just chest breathing. We want to really open up the breath. You will see when your baby's born how the tummy and the heart rise together rhythmically. But over years and time, if stress comes into our life, then we tend to just shallow chest breathe. We want to open up the breath all the way down to the tummy. Take one more breath in, and then breathing out, release. Warrior two, open right palm up to the sky, connecting forefinger and thumb. Inhale and exhale. One more time, big breath in. And then as you breathe out, just gently straighten that front leg. Lift, lengthen, release into your triangle. Taking 3 to 5 deep breaths here. Keep grounding into both feet. It's a wonderful posture for grounding, helping us to feel present, helping with back pain. And if anybody's suffering from any swelling in the legs, the feet, this is really good for the lymphatic system. And take another breath in. And then as you breathe out, just soften that front knee, coming all the way back up, hands to the heart. Stepping back into your mountain, so feet together. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And we're going to do our balance posture for today. And our balance posture is our warrior 3. So warrior 3 helps to align the whole of the body. It aligns the womb and strengthens the core, strengthens the back, strengthens the pelvic floor, which is really important during pregnancy. So you need a strong pelvic floor to support your baby. It also helps in your recovery after the birth of your baby as well. If you're a little bit unbalanced, just be kind and gentle to yourself, it's okay. So we're going to come to take our right toes out behind, just rest them on the floor out behind. Start to lower the chest. And this is level 1. You may want to stay here for today. Or if you wish, just start to release the back leg. And no higher than the hip. And then hold it here and breathe. I'm a bit wobbly today. You can release the arms in front if you wish, opening the palms up to the sky. And this posture teaches us to be grateful for all that we have as well. And just notice the breath. When we're challenged, we tend to hold the breath. We keep that awareness on the breath. And when you're ready to release, come back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. And we're going to repeat on the other side. Left toes out behind. Lower the chest. And just find one point to focus on. Calming the breath. When you are ready, slowly release the left leg. Hold it here and breathe. Open the arms out in front if you wish. Find that stability. Find that inner balance. Find that inner strength. Keep the quality of the breath really strong. And as you exhale, come back to center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Taking the feet wider than the hips. When you're ready, we're coming back down onto our mat. Inhale, and as you exhale, soften the knees, flat back. Bringing fingertips all the way back down, and then coming down onto our knees. And we're going to come into our pigeon. So our pigeon pose is beautiful for anyone who's suffering from back pain or sciatica pain. Beautiful for releasing stress in the hip. That gets locked in the hips, this is a common place where we tend to store our stress and our tension. So through the breath work, through the postures, this is released. So when you're ready, we'll start on the right side. So I'll just adjust the camera so you can see. And we're going to bring our right knee to our right inner wrist. And the left leg stretches out behind. And we sink the hips down low. Resting fingertips either side of the knee. I'm just going to turn to the front so you can see that the lower leg comes gently across here. And if this is too intense, bring the foot closer in. So again, we're looking for a nice positive stretch here, no pain. Check you're not rolling over to the side. The hips are squared. Relax the body. So if you're feeling discomfort in the hips, imagine directing the breath to that space. And as you exhale, release and let it go. You can go deeper if you wish by coming down onto the forearms, either stretching the arms forward and resting the forehead down if you wish. closing the eyes if you wish, just to help turn your awareness more inwards. Just breathing deeply, relaxing all the way down to your fingers. And when you're ready to release, slowly coming back up to the center. And then we're going to take it over to the side. So stepping back, and this time left knee to the left inner wrist. Lower leg comes across, right leg stretches out behind. Take a minute here just to settle into the pose. This is a beautiful way to restore the whole of the body. So it restores your mind, your body, your spirit. Releases any bottled up emotions that get locked within the hips. And then slowly, if you wish, just take it a little bit deeper. And then a little bit deeper again, if you wish. And just perhaps notice how one side compares to the other. Perhaps there's more resistance on one side than the other. Perhaps we need to breathe a little bit deeper on one side more than the other. And this is a beautiful posture to do, especially in your last trimester, particularly if you're hoping for natural birth. So it helps prevent tearing if practiced regularly in those last few weeks. Really useful. And take another breath in, and then gently breathing out, release. And coming all the way back onto our knees, legs over to the side. Coming back into seated. Relaxing shoulders, sitting nice and tall. Taking a breath in, arms up to the sky. Breathing out, hands to the heart. One more time, big breath in. And then breathing out. And we're going to go straight into our meditation now. So really, really important part of the practice is the meditation. So just be mindful that you allow that time for the meditation and the positive affirmations. And well done. Thank you. Namaste.